Hey everybody, welcome back to Crafts by KMW. I'm Karen and this is Finn and I would like to thank you for watching this video. I truly appreciate it and I hope you will enjoy it as much as I enjoy making it. I love making every video that I make. And I'd also like to quickly welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you are enjoying the channel, and just invite everybody who may not be subscribed yet to click that subscribe button. It is totally free and it gives you access to all of my previous videos as well as new videos, and I would truly appreciate it. So today is my June 2025 finished pages video. So I am just so excited about this because in the 3 years of my channel, I have not really been able to do monthly or even bi-monthly finished colored pages. I usually finish very few pages. I never just open up a book and color a page from start to finish. I usually go all through a book doing little bits and bops here, leaves one day or metallic things one day or anything I want to be red one day or just hair one day. So I wind up with a lot of works in progress, but not a lot of finished pages. And for some reason this year, I just decided that I wanted to get more finished page videos out there and more completed pages. And it has been wonderful. I am nearing, I think, close to 90 completed pages for 2025. And it's astounding. I can't believe it because I don't think I had that many in 2024 and maybe 2023 put together. So it's so great because I really love coloring and I love the process of coloring, but I love seeing those finished pages too. It just gives you such a sense of accomplishment. So if I counted right, I have 23 completed pages for June. I also have a video from January, February, March, April, and May. So if you'd like to check those out as well, you can. So I finished pages in 4 books, 3 of them Hannah Carlson, and 1 a different book. So I'm gonna start with that one, but just give me a second. I need to get this little guy out of the way. All right, buddy. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to start with nature mandalas. Let me put those aside and hope they don't fall. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start with nature mandalas. So I finished 5 pages in this book, and I am trying to complete this entire book. I would say I'm about 75% of the way there, but these pages take a long time. They are very detailed. They have a lot of small areas, so it does take a long time to color one of these pages. But I'm just working slowly and deliberately and finishing them as I do. I'm on no schedule or anything like that. I would love to finish this book by the end of the year, but it's okay if I don't. I've been working on it since, I think, 2022, so another year is not going to be that big of a deal. So this is the first page that I finished. And I will say that a lot of these pages, though I love the book as a whole, I don't love a lot of these individual pages. And this is one of them. I'm just not into the Southwest aesthetic. So this one I just kind of colored to get it finished. These pages I am doing all with gel pen, and sometimes I use pencils or chalk pastels in areas where the gel pen just isn't feasible or wouldn't look that good like here. But I am using mostly gel pens on these. I have a lot of gel pens, so I want to use them, and they're perfect for these small areas. So this page is all gel pen except a little bit of chalk pastel here. And then I did use a little bit of pencil for the mountains, but not too much. So I'm glad this page is done. I actually like how it looks colored, but not one of my favorite pages. So next is this one. Now, I actually did not really like this illustration. I'm not much for space, planets, things like that. That really doesn't do anything for me. And he's back. All right. He just knocked something down on my dining room table. Sorry. So this page didn't intrigue me, but now that I have it done, I love it. It is really, really beautiful. It has come alive, and I'm so happy with it. So this is done mostly with gel pens and chalk pastels. So I use chalk pastel in some of the larger areas and in the background. So I really love this. I think it really turned out well. So this is one of my very favorite pages in the book. I don't know, for some reason, I love the sea life, ocean life themed pages that she does. I wouldn't say I'm like a huge ocean lover or ocean animal lover, but I don't know, I just really like these pages. So I wanted to keep this sort of in a controlled color palette with pinks and oranges and greens and a little bit on the light side. So I didn't want to go too bold. And I love how it turned out. So this is mostly gel pens and then chalk pastel for the water and the background. But I really like this. It's colorful and fun without being too bold and not having too many colors. So I really like this. So this is another one that is not really one of my favorites. I had most of this done except for the animals. So I used chalk pastels to just base the animals, and then I added gel pen on top. Everything else is gel pen, and then the background is chalk pastel. So I don't know, this one doesn't do a whole lot for me, but I actually do like it completed. I think it does look cohesive. I'm not sure I love the background. I think I would have liked a different shade of blue, but I still think it looks okay, and I'm happy it's done. And then this is the last one I finished. I really don't like this page at all. I don't really love the illustration, and I don't love how I colored it. I used gel pen and chalk pastels. It just looks, I don't know, it looks too, this is going to sound really weird. It looks too dark to me, but then I don't think there's enough contrast between the day and the night. I have tried to add chalk pastel to these areas to make them darker, and it just doesn't, I don't know, maybe the paper is saturated and it's just not taking any more. But this is basically as dark as I can get it. And I really don't think, I don't know, I just don't love the page. But again, I'm glad it's done, and I'm glad I don't have to think about it anymore. So that is Nature Mandalas. So next we'll get into the Hannah Carlson books. So next is Summer Nights. And I completed this page. So this page I had the jewels all done, and I just needed to finish the snake and the backgrounds. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do for the snake. But then I thought, why don't I just take the colors from the jewels and just color him that way? And I love how he turned out. I think it's perfect. The background, I did not know what to do. I was I was going through every color. I was kind of thinking about just leaving it. I really didn't know. And then I thought, let's just roll with something. So I just chose green, and I kind of like how it turned out. It's okay, but I really like the snake and the jewels. I think they came out really good. So I used chalk pastels, mostly gel pens, and a little bit of colored pencil for some of the areas. On the jewels, I did use a little bit of colored pencil. And then this page, this is one of the few pages that I colored from start to finish. It was not a work in progress. And I looked at this page and I really don't care for it, but I was like, okay, I should be able to finish this in a reasonable amount of time. So I started thinking about what colors I wanted to do, and nothing jumped out at me. And I have a wreath in my home that is in the colors of my favorite football team, the Buffalo Bills. And I thought, okay, let's do red, white, and blue. So that's how the color palette kind of happened. So I decided to do the middle feather, red, white, and blue, the left one all red, and the right one all blue. And I really like how it turned out. So the feathers are colored completely with gel pen. And then I used ink for the clouds with my cloud stencil. And I do like how it came out. I think it's a fun page. Again, it didn't take too long. It's not like a, really beautiful or noteworthy page, but I think it turned out really nicely. And then next I have this one. So I like this illustration, especially because she has the little cat mask. And of course, I love cats. And I had it mostly done. I just had to finish some elements on the frame and color her uniform, her hair, and finish the hat. So it didn't take me too long, and I love how it turned out. I wanted a very limited color palette of reds, blacks, and golds, and I think it turned out fantastically. And this just kind of reminded me of my high school band days. So I almost colored her uniform or outfit blue because that was what we wore for our band uniforms. But then I was like, no, I want it to be red. I want it to stand out. So I really like the color palette, and I like how she turned out. I think it's great. And just to let you know, I used a mirror marker in the background. So it's like she's looking in a mirror. I bought these from Amazon last year, and they are really amazing. I know I have a haul video with them out there in the universe, so you can check that out. I can't remember if I bought them in December or a little bit earlier, or maybe I didn't buy them till January, but it's somewhere around there. You can check it out if you would like. And they are amazing. And I did several pages like this with the mirror markers for the background, and I love it. And then this is the last one in this book. So here's another one that I used the mirror marker on. It does take a while to get the opacity. You do have to do several layers, several coats, and you do have to let it dry at least 24 hours between each coat. But I love the look. So this one, I just wanted her to be like a little girly bunny, and I had already done the frame and most of the little jewels, and I just had to finish coloring her. So since she had pretty necklaces on, I thought I would make her kind of pinkish and just girly and pretty. So this was an easy page to do, and just like the one before it, I didn't do a background because it's just too much of a pain to get in these little small areas. So this page and the previous one, I will just leave as is. All right, so now we go to Tales from the Witch's Cottage. So I did 9 pages in this book, and one of them is a double page spread. So I finished the This Book Belongs To page. I had most of this colored. I just had to finish a few details. So I just finished that one. I didn't feel like doing a background. I just didn't feel like it. So I'm just going to leave it like this. And then I finished this one. So this one I had basically everything done except for the bats and the wheat or the flowers and the ribbon. So I just finished those. And I just decided to keep it in a very muted palette, purple, black, and a little bit of yellow and silver. So this is just a simple little page. I didn't really care for it, but I do like it better colored. So next we have this page. And again, not one of my favorite pages, but I do think the little flame guys are cute. So I had most of this colored. I just had to do the background and the ribbon. So I didn't know what color to do. And I had done that previous one with the green background, with the snake, not too long before. So I thought, let's roll with green again. And so I did a green to kind of look like a painted wall. And I did the bottom, like the table, with silver, because I figured you wouldn't want flame to be on like a tablecloth or anything. So I was kind of thinking practical there. So I like how it came out overall. I think it's okay. And I do like that I was able to achieve the look of glass without having to do anything with these areas. I just colored the green and the silver just very lightly behind any areas where there was the windows of the lantern. And I think it came out really good and gives it a really nice effect. And I thought I would have to go over each little window section with like a clear glaze pen to give it a little shimmer, but I really don't, because the effect of the lighter colors behind it really gives you the illusion that it's glass. So I didn't have to do anything additional. And then next I finished this page. So I had the candle holders done. And the flames. I just had to do the background and the candles themselves. So I like how this came out. It was really fun doing the different candle holders. So I did one gold, silver, black, and bronze. And then just doing the background was kind of a pain, but I hate having to go around little areas, but I knew it needed to be dark. So I like this. I think it does really look good. It gives it the effect that they are really shining, and I like how it came out. So this is colored with gel pens, metallic markers, Prismacolor pencils, and chalk pastels. All right, so next we have this cute little page. So this one I had mostly done, and I just had to finish up some details on the bottles, do this bottle, and then do background. And I decided not to do a full background. I may go back and add something, but I really think it looks pretty good like this. And I like the jars. I think they turned out really well. And it's just a cute, simple little page. So I like that one. So next we have this witch. Oh, some of the chalk got on her. I'll have to erase that. I should have put a piece of paper between So I love her, and I had her mostly done. I just had to finish the frog and the leaves and some of the details on her. So I really like how she turned out. I think she's witchy looking, but still kind of pretty. And I really like how her hair turned out. So I colored this mostly with Tombow pencils. I used some Prismacolors as well and gel pens. And then this one, when I saw this page, I was like, what am I gonna do with that? Like how am I gonna color all of those different ghosts and make them look interesting? And I just kept looking at the page and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do them all a different color and just make it a rainbow of ghosts. So there's a lot of different supplies on here. So I used about 30 of the 36 Tombow set that I have. I used colors other than blacks, browns, and grays. And then I used a bunch of Prismacolors. I used chalk pastels and gel pens. So I really like how it turned out. It's fun and whimsical. It's not your typical ghost page, and I guess I like that. So I'm just gonna put a sheet of paper in between so poor witch doesn't get more stuff on her face. And then this is the last one I finished. So I had this page pretty much done except for her shoes, her socks, and the cat. So I just went ahead and finished those. I really like this page. I think it turned out well. I like the limited color palette, and that is something I don't often do. Usually I like to use lots of different colors, but I don't know. I just felt like this page was so serene and dreamy that it just needed a limited color palette. So I really like this, how this page turned out. So I used Tombow pencils, black marker, I think Crayola. I used some Prismacolors and gel pens on here. And I do want to note that on the moons, I used the Tombow silver pencil. If you have not tried the Tombow metallic pencils, they are amazing. Oh my gosh, they work so well. I think they're better than even Prismacolor. They do take several layers to get it smooth, but they are just amazing. And I did review those pencils when I did my Tombow 36 set review and test. And I just love their metallics, the gold and the silver. I don't know if they have others. I would imagine they do. I just have the 36 set. I think they have larger sets, and I don't know if they sell them singly. If they do, I would totally buy more of the silver and gold because they're that good. Most metallic colored pencils really aren't worth the money that you pay for them, but the Tombow gold and silver truly are. And then we get to the last book. So this one I did 5 pages, 2 of them are doubles. So this is the first double page in this book. So I believe these pages are from Tales from the City and the Stars. If you don't know, Grains of Gold is a compilation book. So she includes 83 pages from previous books, and then there's 11 new drawings. And to be honest, I don't know what the 11 new ones are. I don't have all her books, so I'm not sure what ones are in there from those books, from different books or not. So I do not have this book. Again, I'm not really fond of kind of space themed pages, but for some reason I started this one. So I had everything done, except for the plane and the girl astronauts. So all I had to do was finish them, and I had been putting it off for a really long time, so I just started to go for it. And I did do some distressing. I tried to make the plane and like their clothes look a little bit worn and like they've been traveling for many years or light years or whatever. And I didn't really have a color palette for their clothes, but it just kind of evolved. And when I look at the page as a whole, I really like it because it really gives you the feeling that they are from another place, because they look so different than the environment that they're in. The environment is bright and beautiful and fun, and they're pretty drab. So, and I didn't plan that, but it just kind of worked out that way. And even though I didn't love this illustration, I do really like it finished. And I put pretty much every supply that I had on this page. I used gelatos, watercolors, gel pens, chalk pastels, water-based markers, different pencils. Pretty much everything I have is on this page, and I do really like it. So next is this double page spread. So this one is from Spirit Animals, and I love this page. It's one of my favorite illustrations, and I really like how it turned out. So I had pretty much everything done with her except for the mouse, and then I had everything done on this page except for the mouse and the background. So this is colored with variety of different colored pencils, gel pens, markers, Posca pens, and I just wanted it to be really bright and fun and colorful. When it came to the mice, I didn't know what to do with them, but when I looked at this one, I kind of thought of cotton candy, and so that's why I did this mouse kind of pinky, and then this one I just did gray, and I added a little bit of pink in there. They're maybe brother and sister or whatever. So I thought I would connect this one to this one with a little bit of pink. And then I really had no idea what to do with the background. So when that happens, a lot of times I go to my stencils, and I just pulled out this one. I actually traced it, and then I colored in all the areas with colored pencil. So I decided I needed some red, so I did the largest areas red, and then I thought I needed a contrast to the red, so I chose lime green. And then I thought, okay, how can we, tie everything together? And then I did blue for the background. And I love it. I think it came out really good. And then I did the background here with chalk pastel. I didn't feel like getting into all these small, narrow little spaces, so I just did more of a silhouette, and I think it came out great. And I'm really excited because I have another opportunity to color this page in Spirit Animals. So I'm really excited about what I will do differently from what I did on these two pages. And then last but not least, we have this page, and I believe this is from Spirit Animals as well, because we have the cat on this page, but I'm not 100% sure, and I didn't look, but I do think this is from Spirit Animals. I might be wrong. And this one I had mostly done except for the cat and the background. So this one is colored with different pencils. I think I used Castle Arts, Prismacolor, Sunbrut Fooner, gel pens, and I think and chalk pastels for the background. So when I did the cat, I finished him, and then I was like, he doesn't have a tail. So I drew the little end of his tail in. So if you have this book or you see this page and you don't see a tail, that's why I drew it in myself. I just felt like it looked weird without a tail. So I added one in. And the cat, because it's so large, I wanted it to be kind of realistic. So I used the Prismacolor warm grays, and I think there's 6 of them. You get 10%, 20%, 30, 50, 70, and 90. And then I also used white and black. And I wanted him to look like my Finn. So I really like how he came out. I'm not super good at fur, but I think he came out well. And then with the background, I just kind of wanted a dreamy look. So I just used purple, blue, and pink chalk pastels. And I just love the blendability of chalk pastels. There's nothing like it. And you can make things that start out looking really separated and rough, really smooth and blended. And I really like how the background enhances the overall look of this page. So I was really happy with it. I like this one. So that is all for my June completed pages video. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know how you're doing with coloring this month or this summer. And I'd love to know what you think of my pages. I'd love to know if you have any of these books, if you're coloring in them, if you like them. Just love to know what's going on with you as far as coloring and what you think of the video. So thank you so much again for watching. I truly appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day, a wonderful summer, and a very crafty day and summer. See you next time.